What's going on, box fans? Julian Williams with The Distance. I'm here to give my thoughts on David Haye versus Nikolay Valuev for the WBA Heavyweight Championship. This takes place on November the 7th. I don't know if it's even coming on television out here in the U.S. or not, but if it doesn't, I'll probably catch it on a live stream or something to try to catch this fight at least, because I think this is a good fight. So anyway, onto the fight. This puts together the heavyweight titleist. I can't call him a champion, but titleist Nikolay Valuev against the former undisputed cruiserweight champion David Haye. This matchup puts together. It's pretty much this matchup is pretty much your literal David and Goliath matchup. No pun intended, but it really is. You have a 7'2" champion with a contender that's about 6'3", with punching power in both hands. But on the David Haye, a lot of people have said that David Haye has stamina problems. He has a weak chin and stuff. But David Haye has knocked out opponents very early in fights. So he's only been the full 12 one time in his career. So that could be part of the issue, is he doesn't get that many rounds. He knocks out a lot of his opponents early, and in the last year or so, he's only been in about 7 rounds, compared to Valuev, who usually goes the full 12 in his matchups. But David Haye, in this matchup, he's going to have to play counterpuncher. He's going to have to see, if you look at a lot of David Haye fights at an extremely fast pace. He throws a lot of punches at once. See, when David Haye, when he throws one haymaker. When David Haye throws, he throws at least 3 haymakers. Compared to Valuev, who throws one jab, a jab at a time. But anyway, David Haye is going to have to be very patient in this matchup. David Haye is going to have to work on countering in this match. David Haye, I think, can get on the inside. It might sound ridiculous, but hey, Shigaev got on the inside with Valuev, and Holyfield, who I thought beat Valuev, was able to get some shots in on the inside. So David Haye has to get on the inside, and he's going to have to counter him. If David Haye could counter very well with that haymaker, it could possibly be a short night for Valuev. But I don't think he's going to knock out Valuev. I think David Haye has to kind of take a page out of Evander Holyfield's book. He's going to have to stay on his toes, and he's going to have to circle, or at least move around the ring. He's going to have to be patient. He's going to have to just work on countering. He's going to have to be defensive in this matchup. He's going to have to defend himself from that left jab. And possibly I think that Valuev has so much weight in his body. He's about 300, in between 310 and 320 in that area. But I think that he could possibly hit Haye and drive him back into the ropes and put Haye on the ropes. So he's going to have to move. He's going to have to, at least be patient in this matchup. And David Haye, patience, you don't really see much patience from David Haye, because he throws a lot of crazy punches or a lot of crazy haymakers. So, but anyway, David Haye is just going to have to be a counterpuncher in this matchup. He can't fight Valuev the same way he fought Monty Barrett or Enzo Maccarinelli. So he's going to have to be very patient in this matchup, and being in about 7 rounds in the last 2 years, he definitely has to be patient. I wouldn't expect David Haye to come out and just throw bombs, right from the get-go. I see him making an awkward matchup for Valuev, because Valuev is probably watching tape and videos of him and seeing David Haye, come out and throw all these wild haymakers and all these wild combos and power shots. But anyway, on to Valuev. Valuev needs to just stay at his distance and throw that left jab, and cut off the ring and get Haye on the ropes, or try to. Because if you look at Haye's fights, there's times you kind of see a lack of defense. His defense is okay, but there's times, Haye likes to throw his haymakers, and sometimes his hands are down after he throws his combos. But he can't do that against Valuev, because one, Valuev is way too big and he's probably too strong. But I think that Valuev has the power and the weight, if he wanted to drive Haye back and hit him on and get him on the ropes and keep him there. Just keep him on the ropes the whole matchup. He has the power to do that. But all he has to do basically with an 85-inch reach, he's just gonna have to throw his left jab, and maybe come underneath it with maybe a straight right hand or a right hook maybe. That's Valuev's best bet in this matchup. But anyway, but my prediction, I think that David Haye should win this matchup. David Haye should win this matchup because Evander Holyfield, I think personally, beat Valuev, a 46-year-old man. Ruslan Shagaev, he beat Valuev. So I think that David Haye, who I think is possibly much better than, I think that Haye is better than Shagaev. Though Haye doesn't have the defense of Shagaev. I think Haye would beat Shagaev. And I'm not going to get into Haye versus Holyfield because that's never going to happen. But if Holyfield beat Valuev, best believe David Haye, who was about 17, 18 years younger than Holyfield and has more power behind his shots, I think that Haye should win. Haye should beat Valuev. I think that Valuev fights lower than he's supposed to. I think if you're 7'2", I don't think you should be fighting down to somebody that's about 6'2", 6'3". I think that he needs to fight big. If you're 7'2", you should be knocking out opponents left and right. But he's pretty much a gentle giant. I think the problem is he doesn't even turn his weight into his punches, which, if you look at the Monty Barrett fight, he turned all his weight into that left hook that knocked him out. But if you're 7'2", and you don't have many knockouts, if you have I think he has like a 60 or 70% knockout ratio at that size, and in this division, in the heavyweight division where people expect the knockouts, people want to see the knockouts and the action, that's not very good at all for a man his size with slow footwork and everything. So David Haye should win this matchup. I don't think he's gonna knock him out, but I think he should counter and probably outwork him. I think he'll work his way to a victory and become the WBA Heavyweight Champion. But David Haye can't lose this fight, because if he loses this fight, then basically he's not gonna get a big fight with the Klitschko's or anything. But anyway, I'm gonna say David Haye wins a unanimous decision. And after this fight, he'll fight either John Ruiz, who always gets a WBA heavyweight title shot for some reason, because the WBA's in his back pocket or on speed dial from him, or he'll fight Ruslan Shagaev. Either one of them. But anyway, I'm going to say David Haye unanimous decision. Thanks for checking out the video. Peace.